Good morning, everybody, and this is your S&P 500 day trade setups for today. So this megaphone formation that we have been talking about since the middle of last week is still very much in play. So there it is there. Sorry, let me just get rid of that so it doesn't confuse us. So there is our megaphone formation. You can see pretty much it could be a continuation pattern. It could also be a potential bottom. So I'm just going to ignore that for now. We did come back and test this level of what was resistance, and it was pretty strong. You can see 3 times. So we tried 3 times to get through. We failed. We dropped. Then first attempt through. Now we've had 1 attempt at it. I suspect we'll probably get another attempt at testing it. And then I also suspect we're definitely going to be testing this area, which is 38.29. So look at the oscillators, group the upside. No real diversions or anything that we can see here. So there's nothing that's glaringly obvious. So it does look like it could potentially be a move, flag, move up, okay? Or it could be move, double top, move down. So 2 scenarios that we have at the moment, and let's just see if we can find one of them that is stronger than the other. So at the moment, when we look at the 3 hour, there is diversion. So there is the high, lower high, high, higher high. That kind of diversions is continuation diversions, continuation in the downtrend. For as long as we are below the 155 EMA, my trend is down. Still haven't tested this area here, which is what I would test. So for looking at it from an 8-hour perspective, I'd be wanting to see some higher time frame price action around here at 38.29, and something around the hour or the 3-hour time frame would convince me that we have it. So I'd want an inside bar, engulfing bar, or pin bar off this level. Okay, we are between the moving averages. We've got a crossover of the faster moving averages, so this is always an indication that we're going to range for a bit. Non-farm payrolls tomorrow, so that does make sense. We should possibly range. If we start looking at the hour, and I think the first thing that we need to look at is there was a buying opportunity here, but I'll get to that on the 15-minute. Looking at the hour, again, the divergence is here. We've got a grouping. So everything here is pointing towards another move down. So we do have a confirmation of a potential trend reversal on the 1 hour. So that was this move down, moving averages crossed over. We did test pretty much the middle moving averages, and we did test the zone, and we'll get to that now in the 15-minute before looking for a move up, and your oscillators and everything was lined up. Let's put it that way. At the moment, I suspect we're just going to swing. We're just going to range between these levels that I've given you now. Now, if we look at the 15-minute from yesterday, so you can see strong, well, let's not say strong, but sort of a meandering move down. A lot of people looking at the break here and saying, well, we're going short here because we haven't found support there. We didn't quite find support at the next level, but if you just use the sort of micro levels there, and then there was actually another level on the hour, which, there it is there. So you can see there's the swing low there. So if you start coming down to 15 minutes here, you'll see inside bar right off that structure, entry just above there, stop just below there, and that was your cue. I mean, that bread and butter stuff. That nice grouping of the oscillators to the downside, and that's kind of what you were waiting for, because you had this breakthrough, you didn't have a retest. There's your retest in that zone, nice and structured, and then a move up. You even had another opportunity here with this green bar here. You see the tail on that level as well, just giving you extra confidence that it's actually moving up. So that's kind of the view that I'd be on today, is watch the 15-minute. I don't know if we're going to squirt up to the upside at the moment, but I do strongly suggest that we are going to come back and try and find some support somewhere down. I would assume that would be my first area. So 37.75. If we get back into this area and then start giving us, start getting some price action around here, then we'll be looking for a move up to this zone here at 38.29. Now, 3,800 is obviously a round number, and that's what you've got here. We're sort of just hovering around this. So it's nothing too surprising. If we do reject this area, you can see that's the first level of support. If that breaks, then I suspect we're coming back down into the zone to try and find some support down here. But that is kind of the picture I see today. I see us just bouncing around. We'll have to see what the jobs number does. Jobs number may just create some catalyst for us, allow us to move, but ultimately we're waiting for non-farm payrolls, which is tomorrow. Anyway, so lots of confusion. I think big up and big down at the moment. It's just we're going to be waiting for some catalyst. If we start dropping below the lows of yesterday, and that's this zone here, remember that is a massive area of potential resistance, and we think it is now support, but we're not confident about that. If we drop below that, that validates a double top. That's a complete rejection of this area, and then I would expect us to move all the way back down to the bottom of the megaphone formation, and that's going to be somewhere around 35.50 area. Okay, so that's kind of my view today. We'll just sit and wait for this one, I think, until we get some of the noise out the way, and then we can see whether we're going to continue or whether we're going to fall. Right now, I think we're probably going to range, and we need to wait for a breakout either way, to the downside for a double top, to the upside for a flag and a continuation. That's kind of the moral of today's story. Hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.